Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. I hope you're all doing really well. Norwich 6, Bournemouth 0, an absolutely sensational win for Norwich in the second round of the Carabao Cup. I think that's our biggest win in over 50 years and I'm over the moon with that. In this video, it's going to be more controlled. We're going to be going through the social media reaction, player ratings, and talking about where Norwich City go from here. I want to thank you all for the support. It's been absolutely incredible on the channel. And if there are any new viewers watching, please do consider subscribing and supporting the channel. On this channel, match reviews across the whole season from Norwich, match previews, reviews, and of course match day experiences, where it's been really good just to be back at Carrow Road and film and document the day. And, you know, hopefully we're going to be documenting some very special Norwich days and following, you know, some brilliant performances. So if you are new to the channel and want to follow Norwich City, please do subscribe for consistent Norwich City related content. But let's get into the game. And yeah, in the match review, I was over the moon, and I want to thank everyone for the support on the match review. Lots of new fans, lots of new Greek fans. Please let me know if I'm pronouncing his name right. I think it is Christoph Tzolis, and please let me know if I've pronounced that wrong, because we want to get this kid's name right. He is a special talent. Of course, Norwich City signed him for £10 million in a couple years' time. You know, that value could increase by quite a lot. A really, really gifted player, but we must not put too much pressure on him. But in terms of debuts go, it was a 10 out of 10 debut, and a lot of the Norwich City players were so impressive, and it was just a joy to watch. 20,000 fans as well at Carrow Road for that cup game, just brilliant to see. But let's go through some of the social media reaction, and then we'll go through some of the player ratings, and we definitely talk a lot more about some of the Norwich City displays, particularly that of Christoph Tzolis, who was sensational in his debut. 2 goals, 2 assists, power, pace, and product, sensational vision, brilliant passing, just the perfect performance, and he's got some career ahead of him. If he continues that trajectory, a brilliant performance by him. But yeah, Liam, Tzolis and Sargent were class tonight. Completely agree. Spoken a lot about Tzolis, but Josh Sargent as well. USA man. Lovely to hear those chants around Carrow Road. And yeah, Josh Sargent, 2 goals for him and an assist as well. He was absolutely extraordinary in that second half. And you're looking at Norwich City places, he's definitely cemented his place as someone who probably should be starting against Leicester. Brandon Williams had an amazing game. Yep, I completely agree with that as well. Brandon Williams signed from Manchester United on a season-long loan deal. It's an interesting one because we have Dimitri Giannoulis and Max Aarons, who are very impressive. And Brandon Williams is, despite playing for Man United, is going to have a tough time trying to get into that team. But he was exceptional. Showed a bit of passion in terms of his aggression on the pitch. Got forward lots, and yeah, you can see why Manchester United rate him very highly. Really good display by him. Justin as well, brilliant performance. Both Tzolis and Sargent should start against Leicester. Yes, of course, all these comments coming from social media. In the description, I will leave a link to my social media pages. And as well as that, if you want to help support the channel, I do have the Norwich City Central shop where you can buy a whole host of products, including mugs. So if you fancy yourself a Norwich mug, please head down there. There's also some Pookie related merch there as well. Or you can support the channel through gifting a coffee through the Ko-Fi page. The link in that will be in the description. But enough plugging. Let's get back to what Justin was saying. Yeah, brilliant performance. Josh Sargent, of course, getting that 2 goals and assist in the second half. And yeah, linked up excellently with Tzolis. I think their combination play was absolutely extraordinary. Their kind of 1-2s, their interchange, the vision they both showed in terms of helping each other get in the goals. It was just a beautiful combination. And yeah, they look like they've been playing with each other for a number of years. And let's not forget their age as well. 19 years old, 21 years old, coming to a new country. Yes, it's Bournemouth. And yes, Bournemouth Bournemouth are a really good championship team. They're a team who are, have got some really, really good players and play really good football. But they were really poor today. But let's not take away. A team can be poor, but you've got to take advantage of that. And Josh Sargent and Tzolis absolutely did that. And let's finally end from social media reactions from one of my favourite Norwich City pages. I know a lot of you Norwich City fans love it. It's NCFC Numbers. Tzolis, first player to score 2 and assist 2 for the club this century. That speaks volumes of the player we've got on our hands. Yes, it's Bournemouth, and yes, Bournemouth were poor. But yeah, absolutely extraordinary debut. As I said, his power, his pace, his vision, what most surprised me, and his maturity on the ball. Really excited to see more of him. And in the Premier League, it's going to be difficult. You know, when you're playing against Man City, where you have hardly any of the ball, it's a completely different game. But if we can get the ball over to him, if we can get the ball to Sargent and Rashika as well, and get us moving, that pace is something which really excites me. And I think the Norwich City world is in a lot better place. And yeah, Norwich City have got a lot more winnable games coming up, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Tzolis can do, because surely he's got to be in the starting contention. In terms of the lineup, I'll leave it on screen there. Angus Gunn, 7 out of 10, didn't have too much to do. Ballymumba, 7 out of 10, of course, and Omar Deli, both young players, but they all had a really solid game. Omar Deli, Zimmerman and Mumba, all 7 out of 10s. They were solid, good on the ball, helped us build from the back, were progressive. That's what I like in my defenders, and that's what Daniel Farker likes in his defenders as well. They were great. Didn't have to do too much defending, you know. You're not coming up against Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling and all those players which make you go absolutely mad. But yeah, they were really good. And Brandon Williams, 8 out of 10, a really impressive debut. Sorensen, 7 out of 10. Quiet in the game, didn't have too much to do, didn't break up too many attacks, but was efficient, moved the ball well. I don't think Norwich City see him as their central defensive midfielder. I think Billy Gilmore's in that role at the moment. But composed from Jakob Sorensen, as you would expect. Kenny McLean, 9 out of 10, close to 10. I mean, 9.5 I'm going to give it for Kenny McLean. Absolutely extraordinary. The first goal, gets the assist. Second goal, of course, that brilliant strike from outside the box, 25 yards out. You've got to see that on the highlights. The third goal, presses really well, and the fourth goal was denied by a brilliant save. It was a brilliant performance by Kenny McLean. He's got to be starting against Leicester now. Lucas Rupp, 8 out of 10, got his goal. Yeah, really good display from Lucas Rupp. I think these teams, he can put in really good displays, and yeah, good performance by Lucas Rupp. Well done to him. Now moving into those attacking areas, Kieran Dow, 7 out of 10, kind of played in that inverted right wing spot, and yeah, got 1 assist, looked lively, pressed well, good display from Kieran Dow. Christoph Tzolis, I mean, NCFC numbers said 2 goals, 2 assists for the first time this century. It's a 10 out of 10 performance by me. He had everything in this game, got us forward, counter-attacking was electric. His pace for the 6th goal, for instance, just completely zooms past the fullback, and that goal was created because of that pace. The first goal was a nice finish, took a deflection. The third goal, he showed really good vision. When his pace, he brings us up the pitch and then picks Lucas Rupp out, and gets another assist, gets another goal, as well. For the 5th one as well, a nice finish when the ball gets pulled back to him. A perfect display, and yeah, he's not the Messiah. But I'm really looking forward to see what he can do in the Premier League. Give the ball to him, get him running at fullbacks, and yeah, we've got a really good player there. And we don't have to build a team around him, but yeah, so excited to see what he can do on the pitch. You know, he's a fantastic Greek footballer, and you can see why they rate him so highly. And Josh Sargent, 9 out of 10, slightly quiet in the first half, but in the second half came to life. Brilliant interception for the 5th goal, laying on a play to Tzolis. 4th goal was a nice finish on the rebound, and the 6th goal as well, lovely finish as well, coming across the box to put in the tap in. Brilliant display, and for me, it's exactly what you want from a Norwich City perspective. When you have 2 losses, you want to see some of those players who are fighting for those places put in performances, and Brandon Williams, Kenny McLean, Josh Sargent and Christoph Tzolis are all going to probably start against Leicester, who in my opinion should. Particularly Kenny McLean, Sargent and Tzolis. Josh Sargent over Pookie's a no-brainer in my opinion. Kenny McLean's got to come in now, probably for Lucas Rupp, who albeit had a good game himself. And Christoph Tzolis now. Why not start him? 19 years old, full of potential, looks an excellent player. So they're my thoughts from the game. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I've reacted to social media. I've given my player ratings, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down below. And yeah, thank you for all the support on this video. If you are new to Norwich City Central, please do consider subscribing. Big game coming up against Leicester. It's only the 2nd round of the Carabao Cup, but it gives you a lot of confidence now going into the season. And yeah, really exciting now going against Leicester. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.